Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 123. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka King Two Code in the building, bro. What's good, man?
So far, fairly decent NXT 2.0. Too many dumb, stupid promos. But we had a nice little main event match. Carmelo Hayes going up against that beast, that dude that we know that can wreck a shop, man, Pete Dunne. I should be more pumped for this, but I'm not. Just because I feel like they're going to do my boy Pete Dunne wrong, or it's going to be a disqualification. I don't know. I feel like some shenanigans are just gonna happen. It's just been a night full of fucking shenanigans.
Well, I mean, yeah, and like you said, you kind of touched on it, as soon as we got started here. But you said that, tonight was a fairly decent NXT. The last few weeks was kind of. I will say that tonight, though, it did feel like they slowed it down a little bit. I feel like they didn't try to give us 20,000 new people all at once. I feel like the matches that they had. For the most part, the matches that were meant to have time had a pretty fair amount of time. And I feel like, the two squash matches that we had, it was what it was. It served its purpose. But I feel like tonight was significantly better than, the previous few weeks of NXT 2.0. But with that being said, man, all right, so we started off the night with the 6 women tag team match. We got Toxic Attraction versus EO, Casey, and Kaden. To me, I actually thought this was a pretty good match, man. I thought it was a good match. I feel like all the women that they got their shine, they got their chance to do something. We already know what EO, Casey, and Kaden can do. We know to a degree what Mandy can do, but to see JC Jane and Gigi Dolan really have an extended amount of time in the ring, with the exception of the one botch that I believe it was JC Jane, which tried to springboard herself into the ring, got caught up in the second row. But other than that, man, I felt like this match was surprisingly good on both sides. So what did you think of this match?
You said it perfectly. With Caden and EO and them being the more veteran, better, more polished team, the match did flow a little bit better. It was a nice way to start the show. Now, like I said, it wasn't bad. Toxic Attraction, of course. The emphasis on Mandy Rose. I swear, it seems like the more she comes out, the smaller and smaller her pants and her clothes get, to where I admit it, she's just gonna be covering up her areola and just wearing something in front of her, like where her hairline goes. Like I swear she's just gonna come out damn near naked. And I'm not complaining about it, but I'm like, notice, like, damn, like, for a PG kind of 13 show.
But you got to remember, they said that was Vince's thing. He was allowing the women to dress, a little more provocative in NXT.
Man, that's because he just being a horny old man. Let's just be real, man. This is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. All right, we all know, we've all seen his public display of puppies, as the king used to once say. But you can obviously tell, man, they're like really going all in on Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction, and it is what it is. But the match overall, the match was pretty good. It was pretty decent. They got the victory. So I wasn't mad at it. It was pretty cool.
And then after that, man, we get our girl. We ain't seen her in a minute. We get that, what I'm saying, that British strong style badass. We get, we get Kaylee Ray from NXT UK. Now over here doing her thing stateside. And of course, we get that hard hitting Saray. Yo, not a long match at all. But man, you talk about hard hitting. And the first of all, the one thing I noticed about this that I really liked, NXT did 2 women's matches. They, you know what I'm saying, they did 2 women's matches back to back. Now I already told you, you know, the 3-on-3 was already a pretty good match to start off the night, but then you get these 2 hard hitting women, and they did everything. Like I said, they didn't get a lot of time, but I felt like for the time they got, I
The
felt like
story
they
that they
went in there.
told, they deserve it. It did
Yeah,
for
yeah.
what they did. It didn't need a lot of time because they were just brutal to each other.
Well, yeah. And so, you know, I want to talk to you about that, man. What were your thoughts on this match? I mean, first of all, it's good to see Kaylee Ray back. You know, it's good to see Saray in action.
Like
What did you
Saray,
think of this match, man?
I know I liked it. I like I said, man, this was a good way to start the show. It wasn't. It was definitely better. Surprising back to back women matches. Usually don't get that in NXT, but this is good. You know, we say we want them to display and show the women more, and this was definitely one of those rare calls where you put something right after another match, and it did good. It was good. It was worth to watch. So no, but to see Kylie Ray back, to see Saray back in the ring, them two kind of going at it, you can tell this is not over. Uh, we you know, to kind of spoil a little bit, man. We got the War Games promo, which I'm glad they're still doing the War Games.
Yeah.
So we get, but I noticed they didn't call it Takeover. It just said NXT War Games. It
War
didn't say
games.
Takeover. So
Yeah.
Takeover clearly is done, which I'm glad because if Vince would, oh my God, they would probably ruin Takeover reputation. But we're gonna get War Games, which I'm fine with. So they're not losing that. The question will be the teams and who's
Yeah.
going to go up against it because for the first time since they've been doing this, we will not have an undisputed. There will be no
Yeah.
undisputed in this War Games. This will be a totally different War Games. I'm wondering if Imperium is going to make an appearance. I think they made one before. I think they made no, that was something else. But I think Imperium may make an appearance if they do it 4-on-4 War Games. I could see them. I could see Walter coming back, but it would have to be like now. Like they would have to start pushing it because December 5th, so it's already what the 9th, the 8th, the 9th or something like that. So yeah, you definitely want to get that pushed.
Right. All right, man. So then, of course, after this, we get Joe Gacy. I'm starting to love this guy more and more each week. He's one of the new, one of the new guys where it was like, okay, when he first came on the scene, but now starting to see, his gimmick a little more and more. My only thing is, I kind of get a little envious. I kind of get a little frustrated. I kind of get a little jealous, man, because it has shades of Bray Wyatt, and that kind of just irks my nerves. Cause seeing how they did my boy Bray, not the same gimmick per se, but kind of like
But it's
that courtly
borderline. It's
type
borderline.
mentality. Yeah. And so, but he ended up speaking on Boa, and then they ended up having a match, and then some weird shit happened, and Gacy ended up winning by disqualification. Then we get your
Finn
boys,
Balor,
our boys.
the demon,
Demon, yeah,
Boa.
they
That's what they ended
demon
up doing.
balloted it.
Yeah, they did, man. I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's just all I saw. I'm like that. I'm like, man, why? But yeah,
I mean, you got Vince McMahon's School of Creativity on full display.
yeah. Hey, this is a pretty good match, man.
Bro. Hey, just wait till you see the end. But then
Am
next
I
up,
that
man,
far behind?
huh?
Am I that-
Probably, because it literally just ended like a minute ago.
Oh, okay, no. Then I mean, this is getting ready to end on my end.
All right, then next up, man. So we got them boys representing Diamond Mine. We got the Creed Bros going up against Ikemen and Kushida. Now, first of all, they got the worst name in the history of tag team names. Fucking jacket time. Anywho, the Creed Bros ended up picking up the victory, but uh not to mention or forget the fact that after this match, man, Odyssey Jones came down and laid out Roddy Strong. Now, I know Roddy Strong is not the NXT. Well, yeah, the
Yeah,
205 live.
NXT.
What? Well, I said the 205 live champion. he is the
Pretty
NXT.
much.
He is the NXT Cruiserweight champion. Now I know Odyssey Jones ain't 205, man, but this is to me, I think this is a storyline or a rivalry I didn't think I wanted to see, but now I'm kind of curious, man. How would you feel if NXT, man, expounded upon
It's the same problem they had with Killian Cross and Santos. You had a guy that, because remember They tried it with
Damn, I
it
ain't
was
even
like,
think of that.
but we all knew that
Yeah,
Cross ain't 205. So how you
yeah,
gonna have a cruiserweight championship match? Like, and I think they
yeah.
kind of pushed themselves. I don't think Vince watches the show to know that just happened not too long ago. So
Right,
therefore,
right.
somebody ain't telling him, "Yo, you don't want to do this again." But I mean, as far as it's just being a straight up match, that's fine. But I don't want to see Roddy Strong hold a championship and not defend it as he
Yeah,
should. Because I'm not saying Odyssey Strong's not good, but I don't want to see Roddy beat him because then he
yeah,
don't need to be the cruiserweight champion. He doesn't need to be. What was the point of putting the belt on him? You might as well take the belt right back off of him and put it on somebody else. Keep him in his division. Uh, you know, going up against people his weight class. That's the purpose of it. That's what that title is for. But again, it's like Vince has not been watching NXT, so
yeah,
he
yeah.
does not know how these things work. Uh but yeah, I it's interesting, but I just don't want them tying in none of the cruiserweight championship part of the aspect of it. Again, they've
Next,
already done that.
right. Next up, man, we get Toxic Attraction. Oh my, oh my. We get them in the backstage segment. Well, technically they're in the parking lot, and Mandy Rose, she shoots on Kaylee Ray. And then of course, man, we got that motorcycle in the background, which is the former NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez. She confronts Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction before coming out to the ring to call out Dakota Kai. Out comes Dakota Kai, and then Dakota Kai, she ended up getting blindsided by Cora Jade. Then we kind of had the standoff between Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel marking her territory, saying, "Hey, look, I know you want her, but I got her first." And then, of course, after this, we get a segment. We get Andre Chase to Chase University, blah. Then we get Cameron Grimes versus Jobber. Jobber loses, of course, to Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes gets confronted by Duke Hudson. So next week, I guess these two are going to have a poker face off. Yay. Who gives a shit? And then we had the terrible, terrible, terrible GYV promo. Now, this was I'm gonna be honest with the people, man. Tuco, this GYV promo almost got NXT review canceled tonight. But we came on for the people, just for the sake of the people. But golly, man, what have they done with our beloved GYV, man? Talk to me.
They have finally started making videos of people in catering. The people
Mm.
in catering are now getting TV time. And that's basically what they were. They were ordering food. The tag team that is the Grizzled Young Veterans and the soon to be NXT Tag Team Champions were ordering food and sitting down and eating.
It's crazy. What's hilarious about that? I didn't even look at it like that. I didn't look at it as the foreshadowing. But when you break it down like that, oh, if that is the case, that is some sick shit. NXT, that is sick. Considering how over the soon to be NXT champions, the Grizzly Young Vets, man. But I still want to have faith. I still want to have faith. But
What? After that,
I
they
know.
just made them look like doofuses, man. These dudes aren't. Everybody look like doofuses in their. Did you the MSK that bullshit?
Okay. Okay. Now with MSK, now the whole I don't bro, I don't know what the fuck this shit is with MSK. I don't get it. I don't understand the little references in there. Well, I do understand some of the references, but I don't understand like how this ties into their gimmick or them coming back. I don't understand what the fuck any of their segments or vignettes mean. That has really thrown me through a loop. And then, like I said, with GYV, that shit hurt my feelings, man. These are some badass motherfuckers, and you got these, Tuco, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. NXT looking like it's about to get the Raw treatment pretty soon, man. It's looking that way. It's looking that way. Out of respect for Triple H, man, we trying to hold on. We trying to hold on. We understand he's not running the show fully. He's at home recovering from his cardiac event. So for that reason, just on GP, man, I'm not gonna totally give up on NXT. What's up?
That was it, man. That was it. That was the final straw. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. Whatever that damn that man, that was that the fat lady has sung. All right, man, just 100, man. The fat lady has sung, man. The minute they showed that to be what it was, the whole plan of distracting somebody long enough to use their phone to order food on their phone, that you would have to convince them to stand there for the entire time until you get the food from their phone.
The writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall.
That was it. That was it. There's
Well, I
it.
mean, yeah,
We just watched the funeral burial of GYV.
which is
I,
yeah, we could talk about that a whole nother day, man. Let's get through this card.
even if
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on, man. I can't. I can't. I can't.
Trust me, I'm there with you, brother. I'm dumbfounded, brother. This next match, we get a triple threat. We get Solo Sikoa. We get Grayson Waller. We get LA Knight. Sikoa ended up picking up the victory. It looked like Sikoa is somebody that they're gonna try to push heavily in NXT, but we shall see. Then we get a segment with Hartwell and Parada. Then we get Ciampa. He shoots on Braun Breaker, and then we get a match, man. We get Elektra Lopez versus a bum. Elektra Lopez ends up picking out the victory. She ends up calling out Zion Quinn, offers him a chance to join Legado del Fantasma. He rejects. They try to beat his ass. He ended up beating their ass. Then we have a stare down between these two. Yay. And then, of course, man, so we get the final match tonight, which was actually a really good match. We got that boy, man, the bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, going up against the A champion. You know, Mello don't miss, Carmelo Hayes, the NXT North American champion, bro. This is actually a really good match. Pete Dunne ended up picking up the victory. Of course, not without a couple war wounds and a bloody nose. What did you think of this main event match, man, between Carmelo Hayes and that boy, the bruiserweight, Pete Dunne?
Bright side of NXT 2.0, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
He's definitely got it. Still needs a little bit more polish. I like where he's at. He's the North American champion. He's going up. He's involving himself with the right people. So
Facts.
I'm not gonna knock on that. I gotta get that where it's due. That's a good thing. Ciampa cutting his promo, being across seas or whatnot, doing what he's doing. I gotta give props to that. Like, there are some things they are doing good. My God, there's it's just that that's just what it is. It's a
Right.
that is just really, it has really sunk in to NXT, and it's really kind of hard. Like, I want to really be pumped for War Games. I really, really want to be pumped for War Games. And I think I will be, as far as the matches. Like, for tonight, I say what they had, like 5 or 6 matches.
Yeah.
I say maybe half of them were really. The triple threat wasn't bad. The triple threat wasn't bad. So I say maybe 4 matches on this card tonight. You know, the first 2, the ladies, and then the triple threat, and then the Hayes and Pete Dunne. Those were probably the best part of the show. Everything else was just kind of it's just the same montage of the people they're trying to push. Right. And some of them, man, they're not even. You're not. I don't know. But other than that, Carmelo Hayes, Pete Dunne, they put on a good main event. I like the match. Pete Dunne won, which I was surprised. I thought they would screw Pete over, but they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. I really hope they see him as the champion and not one of these new young guys. I really want to see him get his shine. Like, Pete Dunne, he had just got back. Like, he was getting ready to have a run, and then the pandemic hit, and then
Yeah.
he had to go back home, for a while, and then he finally is back, healthy, back, putting on great matches with Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly, and it's like, yeah, they grooming him. It's ready. It's time. He needs an Adam Cole match before Adam Cole goes. Boom. Send that on his way out. Boom. And then then you put that championship on him, man, and let him ride, man. So
Right.
definitely want to see where he's going. But right now it looks like him and Johnny Gargano are gonna give that boy Carmelo Hayes a instant career boost. Because if I'm saying this now, if I got to throw out one of my, predictions, kind of what I'm thinking or feeling, I'm feeling there's going to be a triple threat match between Carmelo Hayes, Pete Dunne, and Johnny Gargano at War Games for that North American Championship. And I gotta say, bro,
Talk to me.
not mad about that.
I'm not either. I'm
As
not
I'm
either.
saying it, I'm like, that could be nice if given the right amount of time. That could be nice.
I mean, and that's the thing, it's about time, right? So I know you and I, and we ain't gonna make this too long, but I know you and I, we were contemplating before we got on tonight, like, all right, man, do we really, really want to do NXT? NXT really has been uninteresting to us lately. We got a whole bunch of AEW this week, but then it's kind of like, at the same time, I want to give it its due because, like you said, they're cramming all this stuff in because they're trying to get as much exposure to these people as possible, right? So if the mandate is true, if you have 6 months to get your shit in, hey, look, if that is truly Vince McMahon's new directive, you got 6 months. If you prove yourself, stay. If not, get the fuck out the door. If that is true, then I can see why they're trying to get as much talent in front of the camera as possible. Now, with that being said, that's the first couple months, the first month or two. All right, once we start getting, this is what, November now. Once we start getting towards, January, February. Okay, now, man, it's like, hey, look, by this point, Triple H, Shine, whoever, y'all need to figure out, hey, who are you guys really gonna rock with? When this 6 month thing come up, who are you guys rocking with as far as this new
It
platform?
ain't you said the wrong names. You everything you was
Okay,
saying
okay,
was
well,
on
Vince,
point. You said the wrong names. Cause Shine and them, it don't matter who they rocking with.
okay,
Clearly, it says no, this guy can go. He has shown us no, that guy will go. So it does not matter what they think. It
well,
matters him and Nick Khan and Vince. And the him and him is Vince. But Vince, Vinnie Mac, Mr. McMahon, and Nick Khan. It's those motherfuckers that gotta
yeah.
figure out who's what and what, and they're gonna have the final say. So everything you saying is on point. The problem is it's those people that I just named that who's going to have the final say. It's not going to be Shawn Michaels. It's not going to be Triple H. It's not going to be Road Dogg. It's not going to be none of them. They can say who they don't want to see go, but if Vince don't see it,
Right. Well, I guess that's what happens, man. When you own your company, you can hire and fire as you desire. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up our NXT review. But have no fear, because the GOW is here. Tomorrow, we got Wednesday Night Dynamite. Friday, we got AEW Rampage, and we also got a Friday Night SmackDown. Saturday, we got that AEW Full Gear, baby. And of course, we're going to give you, man, them predictions. We're going to give you the reviews. We're going to give you all that goodness. So with that being said, until tomorrow, and we officially start off AEW week the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor. It has been a privilege to do this show with you guys tonight. I'm the 28-year-old piece of
almost
crap.
didn't happen. I saw that GYV promo, man. Look, I ain't mean to cut my man off, but look, it almost didn't happen. I really feel that way about what I saw with my guys, man. They got my boys doing some dumb schemy. I got them point. I understood the point of what they were doing, but it ain't like my man needed that dumb of a damn thing to understand how to trick the ref. They were already geniuses at doing it. It was the
Right.
booking. God damn it. We almost didn't do a show because of that. We almost.
Almost.
I was feeling some type of way like I will not give them the energy because that was just bullshit. But my man talked me out of it, man. That's why he the engineer of the year. So go ahead, my man. I just had to get that off my chest because
Hey,
we do
no,
it for
no,
the
no.
people. We do it for the people. Man. We do it for the people. But
We do it for the people. You know why?
that was
Because the
one time
slogan.
where I was about to say people. I'm sorry.
We know we do it for the people, man. The slogan is real talk for real fans. You know, we give y'all real talk because we real fans, y'all real fans, and you know, we here to do the damn thing with y'all, man. So with that being said, like I said, man, I'm the 28-year-old piece of gold. He's too cold. Expect him to be hosting the show tomorrow. It's AEW. It's his town, it's his team, it's his time to do things, man. So with that, peace.